Hello, it's Jess here from the Trust in Abundance group. I'm just jumping on to share with you some insights that I've been learning over the last few days, and I don't think I'm alone. You know, a lot of us are building businesses, we're developing our entrepreneurship, and that inner work is so vital when we're creating a business because and the idea around shifting the internal world so that it reflects externally what you desire. So when we start to think about the external and the way things are happening for us, for me it was a boundary I had to deal with, putting a boundary in place and knowing my worth. But without the events showing up in the external world, I wasn't able to take that next step and create that shift internally. So I'll give you an example. In my personal group, I asked for people to submit their email in exchange for entrance to the group. And the reason for this is because I produce high quality resources, because I give so much energy and love and commitment to everything that I do. And I feel that when we give and we are building in a business, there should be some form of exchange as well. Because what happens is if you're an overgiver, you actually block the flow of abundance. I'm all for giving and giving unconditionally because that comes from the heart. But when you're an empath or somebody who is already natural at giving and you understand the universal laws, you need to examine when things are going perhaps beyond the realm of I don't know how to put it, but basically when people sign up for other coaches, webinars, or a PDF in exchange, it's called a lead magnet. And I don't have a feeling either way for lead magnets, but often there is a known and a shared understanding that we exchange our email contact details for some information, some knowledge, and it's a form of energy exchange. Anyway, I had let some people in the group who hadn't submitted the email, and every time that I did that, I felt something. I felt uncomfortable. And then I started to investigate. And when I started to investigate, I started to learn a few things about it. One, I needed to value my own self-worth. I had to set a very clear boundary to honour my own needs. Two, I learned that if I don't set a value on my work, however large or small, in this case, I'm asking for an email in exchange for great things and to be part of a community. And I'm not asking for money in exchange, right? And if we don't ourselves set that boundary, then other people won't know how to actually treat us. And I know it's quite a cliche thing, but it's the truth. And so as we get on our path, we need to also not just set boundaries in our personal life and in our relationships, but in our business relationships. Thank you so much, Anna. I appreciate that. But it's inner worth. It's the inner knowing of your own worth. And if you don't set that, then people will violate it. And when you feel violated, then you know that you have to shift and you have to make a change. But guess what happened? That was the second thing. The next thing I was thinking about, what is the motivation for me self-abandoning? Why am I self-abandoning? And then it came into things like, oh, if I don't let them in, I'm going to lose someone. Or if I don't let them in, I won't have people in my group. Lack and limitation mentality. So again, there were two facets that helped me to understand what was motivating my behaviour. So the final thing that happened, I decided to draw a line in the sand and create my boundary. And my boundary is I only allow people in the group who exchange their email because I know the value and the worth of my work. and I want an email address so that if I lose the group or if Facebook shuts down or whatever, I have a contact list that I can contact people. And I'm not even sending emails out at the moment. This is just a long-term thing. Exactly. So good. When we actually set a boundary, we disqualify what isn't for us. When we know that the universe has our back and that we're setting our own standards, we will never be at loss. We will always receive what is for us. And the third thing that happened was I woke up in the morning and 3 new people from out of nowhere had joined the group, submitting their emails, giving valuable information in the questions. And it was like, yes, the universe said, you spoke, we responded. And that's my little lesson today, guys, about really doing that inner work, setting your foundations, and being able to align with your authentic audience by being in your authentic truth and shining your authentic light. Lots of love. Thank you for being here, Anna. I appreciate that. Bye.